People say it all the time. That's why you play the playoffs. Because in baseball, the regular season doesn't guarantee anything. Over the last 50 years, there have been dozens of teams that won 100 games and still didn't win a World Series. That's not rare. What is rare is winning 105 games or more and still walking away with nothing. In this video, I'm ranking the 10 best teams of the last 50 years that didn't win a World Series, factoring how good they were and how much of a chance they really got. I'm looking at three things: how strong the team actually was, what kind of playoff opportunity they had, and how they were eliminated. I've narrowed it down to 10 teams. Let's begin. Number 10, the 1980 Baltimore Orioles. In 1980, two teams from each league made the playoffs. That's it. That season, Baltimore's 100 wins was second in all of Major League Baseball. Unfortunately, the Yankees won the American League East with 103 wins. Last season, the Reds secured a wild card spot with only 83 wins, being barely above 500. By Pythagorean wins, Baltimore had 98 wins, and the 103-win Yankees was only 97, showing just how close this was. But the format in 1980 never even gave them a chance. Number 9, the 1993 San Francisco Giants. The 93 Giants were one of the harshest outcomes in modern baseball history. They won 103 games, the second most in all of MLB that year. They added Barry Bonds from Pittsburgh, the reigning MVP, and he won the MVP again in 1993. This wasn't a lucky team, as their Pythagorean wins was 98, right in line with an elite season. The problem was the format. With just two divisions and no wild card, the Giants were unfortunately in the same division as Cy Young winner Greg Maddux and his Atlanta Braves, who won 104 games. So, despite being the second best team in baseball, San Francisco didn't get a single playoff game, not one inning. In today's MLB, this team is hosting a series. In 1993, their season just ended. Number 8, 1998 Atlanta Braves. In 1998, the Atlanta Braves won 106 games to take the NL East division by 18 games over the Mets. Their Pythagorean wins were also 106. They were loaded. Elite pitching, depth everywhere, and postseason experience. This Braves roster had 5 Hall of Famers, including Chipper Jones, newly elected member Andrew Jones, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and were managed by Bobby Cox. They swept the Cubs in the NLDS, but they ran straight into a San Diego Padres team that caught fire, and the Braves were gone before the World Series even started. Number 7, the 2004 St. Louis Cardinals. The 2004 Cardinals had a dominant regular season, winning 105 games. Their Pythagorean wins were 100, proving this wasn't a fluke. They won the NL Central by 13 games, with an offense that included 46 home runs from Albert Pujols, 42 homers from Jim Edmonds, and 34 homers from Scott Rowland. The three also had over 110 RBIs each as well. Chris Carpenter led their pitching rotation, who combined for 72 of those 105 wins. Their bullpen had closer Jason Isringhausen, whose 47 saves led the National League. This was a team built to go all the way. In the NLDS, they beat the Dodgers 3-1. In the NLCS, they won a hard-fought 7-game series against the Houston Astros that saw St. Louis come back from a 3-2 series deficit, winning Game 6 in extra innings and beating Astros ace Roger Clemens in Game 7. Unfortunately, they'd face Boston in the World Series and get swept. After losing an 11-9 slugfest in Game 1, they'd lose the next 3, being outscored 13-3. Number 6, the 2021 Los Angeles Dodgers. The 2021 Dodgers won 106 games and didn't even win their division. The San Francisco Giants finished with 107 wins to win the NL West. That meant the Dodgers had to play a 1-game wildcard just to stay alive. They won that game 3-1 just to play in the NLDS. In that series, the Dodgers fought a 5-game war against the Giants, falling behind 2-1 before tying the series in Game 4 and winning a 2-1 game on the road in San Francisco in Game 5. That game was scoreless until the 6th, when both teams scored a run, and tied until the 9th when the Dodgers scored in the top. Their run ended when they lost in 6 to the eventual champion, the Atlanta Braves, an 88-win team who had the fewest wins of any team who made the playoffs that year. To put that into context, the Toronto Blue Jays won 91 games to finish 4th in the AL East and missed the playoffs. The Braves won their division by 6.5 games. Number 5, the 2019 Los Angeles Dodgers. This Dodgers team breezed through their division, winning it by 21 games. Their Pythagorean wins were 107, led offensively by their MVP Cody Bellinger, who hit 47 home runs, 115 RBIs, and a .305 batting average. He also won a Gold Glove. Their pitching rotation included Hyun-Jin Ryu, who won the ERA title, Walker Buehler, who had the best win-loss percentage in the NL, and future Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw. In the 2019 NLDS, the Dodgers played the Washington Nationals, a team that needed some eighth-inning heroics to squeak by the Milwaukee Brewers in the wildcard game 4-3. The Dodgers won Game 1 of the NLDS handily 6-0, lost Game 2 4-2, and won Game 3 easily 10-4. In Game 4, the Nationals sent Max Scherzer to the mound and won easily 6-1. In the deciding Game 5, Game 1 Dodger winner Walker Buehler faced off against Game 2 Nationals winner Steven Strasburg. Walker left the game in the 7th with a 3-1 lead, which Clayton Kershaw blew in the 8th. The game went into extra innings, with the Nationals putting up a 4 spot in the 10th the Dodgers couldn't replicate, leaving a 106-win team with a first-round exit. Number 4, the 2019 Houston Astros. The 2019 Astros was probably the best Astros lineup on paper or otherwise. Their 107 wins led the majors. Their Pythagorean wins was also 107. Yuli Gurriel and Jose Altuve hit 31 home runs apiece. Alex Bregman hit 41 and was the runner-up in MVP voting. Newcomer Yordan Alvarez hit 27 home runs in only 87 games to win the AL Rookie of the Year. They had two 20-game winning starting pitchers, Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole, who finished first and second in American League Cy Young voting. Closer Roberto Osuna led AL relievers with 38 saves. Cole's 326 strikeouts led MLB, same with his 2.50 ERA, slightly better than Verlander's 2.58. On paper, this is a great team. In the ALDS, the Astros beat the Tampa Bay Rays. In the ALCS, the Astros beat the 103-win New York Yankees in 6 games to win the AL pennant. In the World Series, the Astros would face the Washington Nationals, who had already upset the 106-win LA Dodgers. The Astros got up to a 3-2 series lead and went home for Games 6 and 7. In Game 6, they led early and lost 7-2. In Game 7, they carried a 2-0 lead into the 7th inning and watched their World Series hopes vanish as the Nationals scored 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and 2 more in the 9th to win the championship 6-2 on Houston's soil. They went 0-4 in the World Series on their own field after going 60-21 at home during the regular season. Truly a disappointing end when you consider the caliber of this Astros lineup. Number 3, the 2021 San Francisco Giants. This team had the best regular season record in the league, a game ahead of their division rivals, the LA Dodgers. The Giants' Pythagorean wins was 103 to the Dodgers' 108, so a tiny bit of luck in winning the division. This was a team with few weaknesses. Their pitching rotation included Kevin Gausman, Anthony DeSclafani, and Logan Webb, and an offense that boasted Buster Posey, Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford, and Mike Yastrzemski. In the NLDS, they faced the Dodgers, winning Game 1 at home and winning Game 2 on the road, 1-0, to take a 2-1 series lead. They lost Game 4 in LA before also losing a deciding Game 5, 2-1 on their own field for an early exit. Number 2, the 2001 Seattle Mariners. You probably thought this would be number 1, didn't you? The 2001 Mariners won 116 games, which is tied for most all time with the 1906 Cubs. What's more remarkable to me is that the Mariners no longer had superstars Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Rodriguez, or Randy Johnson. But they did have the AL Rookie of the Year and AL MVP in Ichiro Suzuki. In a career year from Brett Boone, Freddie Garcia led the AL in ERA, Jamie Moyer won 20 games, and Kazuhiro Sasaki saved 45 games. By run differential, this team was at 109 wins. Still really good, but not quite as dominant as the win total suggests. In the ALDS, the Mariners beat the Cleveland Indians in 5 games. After being behind 2-1 in the series and getting crushed 17-2 in Game 3, the Mariners battled back with a 6-2 win in Game 4 and 3-1 win in Game 5, with Jamie Moyer going 2-0 in the series for the Mariners. In the ALCS, the three-time defending champs, the New York Yankees, proved to be too much, defeating the Mariners in 5 games. Andy Pettitte won Games 1 and Game 5 for the Yankees, ending the Mariners season early. And number 1, the 2022 Dodgers. The 22 Dodgers won 111 games and finished with a run differential of plus 334, and by Pythagorean record, profiled as a 116-win team. That's on a level with the 1927 Yankees, and the roster reflected that. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Trey Turner, MVP caliber talent everywhere. A starting rotation fronted by Clayton Kershaw, Julio Urias, Tony Gonsolin, and Tyler Anderson. This was a very complete team. In the NLDS, they faced an 89-win San Diego Padres with a Pythagorean wins of 86, roughly 30 wins worse by underlying performance. On paper, this was a mismatch. Early on, it looked like one. Game 1, Dodgers win. However, in Game 2, they lost to tie the series. In Game 3, they gave up a run in the first and fourth innings and only scored one in the fifth, losing 2-1. In Game 4, with their season on the line, the Dodgers scored 2 in the third inning and added an insurance run in the top of the 7th to take a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the 7th. In that half of the inning, the wheels fell off, with the Padres scoring 5 runs and holding on for the win. The 2022 Dodgers were historically dominant for 162 games, only to walk away with an early exit. Well, that's my list. What other teams do you think could have made it on here? Let me know in the comments.